Hey there, Norathians. Welcome to Cobalt Scar from Scars of Helios. We're gonna run around with the squad here. We're gonna go do some stuff. So let's get some follow going, and then we'll be on our way. We got everybody grouped up. I think the buffs should still be pretty good. Oh, we should probably follow Milldryd. She's our slower. Well, no, she's not really the slow one, but Bob has had too many achievements for the journeyman's compass, so he's a lot faster. And if he is our leader, then he just runs ahead of everybody. All right, so here, where we're gonna go, everything is still alive. So if we do a shared camo, we're gonna do good. All right, so let's get out of here. Let's change our height filter. We want to see where we're going. All right, so we got our wyverns out here. Ornery wyvern. Let's see, make sure everybody's following, and looks like everyone's just gonna run around a little bit. Elennora is not following. She did not take. I think I might have skipped her actually. She's gonna follow Milldryd. There we go. All right. Dellylah is just off in the middle of absolute nowhere. Super cool. I mean, she is down below. I don't think she can go back up. Oh, she can. There she goes. And there's the rest of everyone. Okay, let's try this again. If you're not running at 60 frames a second, then follow is a little sketch, but if you're running 60 frames a second, it's definitely difficult to play more than one account at a time. We see these wyverns here, they don't see invis, so what we're going to do is just kind of drop down a little bit, go nice and slow so we don't get killed. Alright, everybody's taking a little damage, but it's not going to hurt anyone. Here we go, and alright, so this is going to be a little harder. I'm going to run. We got to do some swimming, so I'm just going to go there kind of one at a time. Do not want to deal with this. And we just swim right over here by this cool big rock that's underwater. We've been here before, obviously. So everyone's swim is maxed out. So we are looking for our placeholders. There are 6. There are 6 placeholders. And what is her name? Morweena Undertow. She is a rather large and unpleasant mermaid. Like here, looks just like this. It's a mistress. But it looks like that, but bigger. And the huntress, they are placeholders, and there's 6 of them around this rock. And that's all you got to do, just kill them. But then you're going to get a few roaming, like sharks, and you know they aggro. They take exception to killing the mermaids. Oh, here we go. All right. We'll get Milldryd placed over here. And we want to put Zolchek so we know where to get Zol check with the old guard. There we go. See, look at that big old shark. Okay, so. Alright, haven't done this in a bit. Just want to make sure I have everything right. Oh, and of course. Oh, seriously, check it out. I moved Gina to the taskbar, so when I would forget to turn on Gina before we start, I can get it going. Here we are. Alright. So I have some stuff set up for everyone, and we'll select them all so that we get a little bit of talk for each one. It's mostly just when they're done casting spells so that I know to cast more spells. Alright. Let's do one thing. Let's get Pumpkin Spice turned into our cool skeleton, or scarecrow. And here we go. Here's our first one. Well, you know what? Let's just do one other thing. Let's get tracking going. Let's just check. We're set to normal. So we got Pike Breath. That's another named. He's up top. He's on one of the ice flows. Alright, so we don't see Morweena. Don't see any of the any of the hunters either. So, alright, let's go. Here's her. There we go, and we're off. Got a little bit of loud music there, but well, it is what it is today.
Fern flies flying.
There we
Swarm
go.
dot engaged.
Alright, Gina helping us out here, letting us know what we're doing. Letting us know I gotta get closer, chicken. Now I'm too close, dude.
Bond of Bin cast.
There we go. On the harder mobs, when I get Bond of Bin, that means I need to go to my second round of life taps for Milldryd. That seemed to be awfully loud for no real reason. I know after you get killed, the first attack that you do is pretty ridiculous. There we go. Hey, that seems a little more reasonable. I don't know why it wasn't, but it is now.
Swarm dot engaged.
A little too close. Still too close.
Bond of Bin cast.
Okay, let's go. Move your butt. I do not like being in the water because you can't back up. You know, it just makes it so much more difficult for Bob to be in position. But
Cast Fern flies.
There's an awesome Aug that spawns here. So, and these girls just keep dropping this. This is lore. It's unclutched pearls. It's a collection, and it only takes about 10 minutes, and you have all of, all 8. It's no big deal. It's easy to get. All right, here we go. Here's another one. We got 2 of them. Well, actually, let's just do. Oh, holy snap!
Cast that swarm.
Yeah, I forgot about the one up top there, and that's our named. So this is not, I don't know, she's just... Alright, let's go Adamite stance. There we go. And let's throw out our rune. This girl here, she kills Milldryd all the time. It's pretty ridiculous. So we have her, so here we go. And here she comes. There we go. We're just gonna go ham with everything right off the bat.
Swarm dot engaged. Bond of Bin cast.
She's pretty tough. Milldryd's at 72%. I'm still too close. Gotta get away. Oh, it's ridiculous. Alright, we'll go to Dellylah, let her go on her stuff. Alright, we'll go to our second set of life taps for Milldryd. There. No, I don't know what I did, but apparently I turned off my... I got all kind of stuff turned off here. Let's see. Control C. Oh. I'll have to figure it out. I want to get my
cast that swarm.
My trophies and stuff. That window's turned back on, so I can get all that stuff going, like tribute and everything. Do a little bit more damage that way. There we go, Milldryd. Somehow she survived this one. Oh, wow. Is that perfect or what? Right here, this is what we're after. This, unfortunately, is no drop. But this is also no drop, but this is what we're after, actually. The Sea Glass Curio. I need to check Dellylah, I believe. She pretty much has a good Type 5 everywhere. I think Elennora... there's a sea glass. She has a bunch of them. Okay, Dellylah has everything she needs, I think. Gives you 80 dex. It's just a really good one. So we're going to give that to Elennora. She doesn't have any. And it's actually pretty rare. So let's see. He's got a 5. There we go. How about her legs? Does she have one? She does not have a Type 5 in her legs. So let's do that. There we go. Now she has her first Sea Glass Curio. That is what we're after. That's what we want to do. The bag situation is a mess. Alright, so we can't use any of the other stuff. So we'll just leave it. Doesn't
use
matter.
that Aurora Epic.
There we go. We're going to use our Aurora Epic. I need to check out over here. Players, fellowship, player, need tribute. There we go. Alt U. There it is. Check it out. Okay, so we want to turn on our personal tribute and our trophy tributes that we have. Get that little extra DPS going. We need it here because Morweena, she's pretty tough. She usually puts a hurting on Milldryd, but I think maybe doing Adamite stance and putting the rune right before the fight, I think that really helped out. So we're definitely gonna make sure we do that on our next one.
Fern flies flying.
Okay, are you...
Bond of been cast.
Elennora. Oh, she's... okay. Wow, okay, so that's why... Man, I'm really surprised that we... We survived that one. She didn't have the right hotbar set up. Bond been cast, so let's just cast that. We'll get Bob going. He's
Elennora engaged. Go for 2.
So go for 2 means on Elennora, I hit my number 2 key, and she casts the rest of her spells. First one is just Mind Vortex, and then she has 3 others that she casts. So let's go for 2. Just reminds me that she cast it, and I want to up their DPS, so I need to be casting more spells. Everyone needs to be doing something more. More is more.
Bond of been engaged. Cast Fern Flies. Elennora, go for 2.
It's nice to see a lot more icons show up down here in the, I guess it's the buff window of the creature. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. Well, that's really exciting to have our drop on the first time. And one thing I noticed is you can only have one Morrowind up at a time, but in the cycle, you definitely can have multiple. So what I need to do is just be mindful of that, and like if
Bond of flies flying.
if Morrowind is the first one up on our spawn,
cast that swarm.
If I kill her and some of the others have not respawned yet, she can
Elennora, actually go for 2.
She can respawn or pop again in those other locations.
Swarm dot engaged.
And there she is. She's back. So let's see. I just need to know how. I gotta get closer. Underwater is just super, super annoying. Oh, there she is. I bet you she is not going to be happy to be killed a second time. Alright, let's do Adamite Stance again, and we'll cast the rune. Okay, Bob's going to be way too close. He needs to be arrowing right off the bat. Alright, we have that. Let's do it. Let's try it again. Hopefully we don't die. Just cycle through everyone.
Cast Fern Flies.
Get them going.
Fern Fly. Swarm dot engaged.
Out of range. Get closer.
Bond
Milldryd.
of been cast.
Oof.
Elennora, go for 2.
There we go. Try to keep Milldryd alive. Everything is about keeping Milldryd alive. There we go. We'll get our epic going. That gives us extra accuracy. Milldryd's still looking good. She's at 95%. We're going to go back and we're going to hit 3 and 4 again. Those are some aggro getters, taunt and stuff, and then more life tap for Milldryd. That's what she needs to be doing. I'd love to pop over and see what's going on, but I need to be working Bob and his synergies.
Bond of been cast.
There we go. Let's hit that again. She's getting hit for 50-some thousand every time. Not every time, but, you know, a bunch of times.
Cast that swarm.
There we go.
Swarm dot engaged.
I'm going to keep elemental arrows, which helps up our at least Bob's DPS, and then the dot for the swarm.
Cast fern flies.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The fern flies is it's a dot that goes on my target's target, and so it's a damage shield. So there we go. We got some feet, and it's a bummer because these are no trade. So we don't need any of this stuff. I'm just gonna leave it.
I got a fever for more BP.
There you go. Got some BP. Hit the breastplate, and that that helps out with it's more damage. I mean, half the stuff I just totally forget what it does. I just know I need to be clicking it. You know, it's just like raid stuff. So I try to incorporate everything that we do on raids here in group, and after a while, I just forget why I'm doing it. I just know that I have to. It's like,
fern flies flying.
That's the fern flies. That's
Bond of been swarmed.
I mean, it does get a little bit
Elennora,
crazy.
go for 2.
You know, with Gina going crazy, it does help out though. Especially later at night when I start to get tired. You know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, what's going on? What am I doing? You know, like halfway through a pull, it's like, what buttons do I push? You know, so I'm popping back and forth between the characters. I try to keep everything kind of in a numerical order. Press 1, second round, press 2s. So I try, but it's not always perfect. At least these Huntress, they're not too difficult.
Use that Aurora epic.
We'll use the Aurora. We keep the epic.
Bond of been cast. Swarm dot engaged.
We'll leave that for the named.
Elennora, go for 2.
Go for 2. There you go. I like to keep as many like AA abilities, like, you know, burn abilities that really up your DPS and stuff. I like to keep all that for the named. Oh, and the other thing that's super awesome, I don't know if you noticed how fast
Cast fern flies.
The DPS was going and how fast the health dropped, but these girls are humanoids and they are headshotable, so super cool. That really does help out quite a bit. So let's hop over here to Bob. We got normal. Let's see who's going to spawn next. We did take quite a bit of time between our first Morrowind kill and our, which would be the 3rd spawn, and our 4th. So we have like one straight above us right here, and then we have the one that's way off in the distance, the one above this rock.
Cast that swarm.
Yes, and there are 2 floating pretty high up here, and then our 6th one is out in this direction. So those are the only places for the Huntress. There are several other mermaid, I'm not even sure what they're called. We can look here. Mermaid Guard. I don't know, we passed a couple on the way. Mistress, Mermaid Mistress, there you go. And they don't, that was a funny way to say that. They don't spawn Morweena. So it's just these 6. And if you go a little bit further out into the murky water, you'll find more mermaids, but not the ones we want. So this, you know, it's the Delmare Undertow. She is in, you know, the quote Cobalt, not quote, but you know, in the original Velios, it was Cobalt Scar and Siren's Grotto. The Delmere Undertow, she is in the Siren's Grotto section. For us to get here, we used the guild lobby, not the guild lobby, but our guild hall. and we have the statue that teleports us here. So I was able to bring the adventure squad through there since Phoenix Rises has an open guild lobby. You know, welcome, come to our place, and if you're not in a guild, maybe you'd think about joining us. We're a lot of good people, and we'd be happy to have you. We'll get you out there raiding, help your character. Whoa, look at this guy. He's going to be upset if I attack this. Where is she? This mermaid. There she is. Yeah, they don't, I don't know, they have a medium aggro range, but if you attack another creature, they are definitely going to get involved. So, but if you're thinking about joining a guild and you're on the Rathe,
Fern flies flying.
Phoenix Rises is a really good guild. A lot of good people. We do raids Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays.
Elennora, go for 2.
So it's pretty good.
Bond of been cast. Swarm dot engaged.
Hey, we have another named. Awesome. Let's don't know why I have to select the target for a yellow spell. That's self only. Okay, here we go. Our third Morweena. Let's get it done. Lay of power. Oh, and we're rooted. Fantastic. Nice. Let's just get over here. Nice. This one doesn't feel like it's gonna be as good. I don't know. I feel like Milldryd is in
Mind
danger.
vortex resistant cast. Elennora, swarm dot engaged.
What's going on here? We can't see it.
Cast Fern flies.
Come on. We gotta help Milldryd out, man. We gotta
Swarm dot engaged.
help keep her alive. So much easier when she's alive. You know, it's like total chaos the whole time. It does wear on you a little bit. Makes you tired when it's always chaos. Oh, and now she likes me now. Where is she? I don't even see her. Let's go. There you are. What are you doing up here? 3 and 4. There we go. So let's see if we can back Bob up. There we go. Too many spells. So we want to use our synergy kicks because that is going to be an aggro reducer. What are we doing here? 21%. Come on, let's go.
Bond of been cast.
Cast
Swarm
that
dot
swarm.
engaged.
Keep getting summoned. We're not killing her fast enough. I don't think Milldryd is even in a position to hit her. No, she is. She's doing good. Go down. There we go. Come on. 3 and 4. There we go. We did it. Alright. We're just going to leave all this stuff. We don't care about it. Nice. So we're getting there. We've had 3. I mean, you could be here for 6 hours and not see one Morweena. We've been here 30 minutes and we've already had 3, so that's pretty awesome. I'll take it. Oh, hey, there's a shiny. We should pick that up.
Fern flies flying.
got a swarm dot.
Bond of dot engaged. Elennora, go for 2.
A little bit closer. We can't do our kicks from here. There we go. We want that, what is it? Restless Valium, Tainted Diamond. We want that.
Use that Aurora Epic.
There we go, we'll use that. Next time, Morweena spawns, for sure.
Swarm dot engaged. Elennora, go for 2.
Go, get her casting more spells.
Bond of been cast.
Yeah, we don't need to go and do any more life taps. This is over. It's so great that Parlay for Power will cast from that far away and get the pull. You don't have to
Cast
run,
Fern Flies.
swim all the way over there, fuss around.
Swarm dot engaged. Bond of been cast.
Too close.
Elennora, go for 2.
I don't know why. Swimming backwards makes you go up. Now we're too far away. Too close, too far away. There we go. Alright. Alright, so let's sit Bob down. He needs some mana. He's kind of our go-to. So, and we want more stuff to spawn. I don't want to keep killing stuff so that we get too many Morrowinds. After a while, we're not going to be able to take it. And what's crazy is, usually, I mean, well, not usually, but I've been here before where, you know, it's like 3 days straight, just totally crushing through here. Not a problem. And then you come back and, you know, you barely survive the Huntress. And
Cast
Morrowind
that swarm.
just kills everybody, like, immediately. It's just really crazy how it is. It's almost like one day the zone is, you know, 30% harder than it was yesterday. So I don't get it. But I mean, I like killing these. I think the mermaids look really cool. It's awesome that they're headshotable, and that AUG that they drop is amazing. Right now, Milldryd, I think there's 20 slots, and I think Milldryd has at least 15 of the Sea Glass Curio. And then Dellylah has a whole bunch, but my monk buddy from the guild, he was killing, what is his name, like O'Malley or something like that. Old Grinnin' Finley. It's a big shark. He was over there killing the shark while I had the girls over here, and every time I would get a Sea Glass Curio, I would give it to Dellylah, and then when he would get, what is that? What? Let's see. I don't know what it is. We got like 2 or 3 of them. Is it the carved panther tooth? It might be. Yeah, because you get the agility. It's the carved panther tooth, I'm pretty sure. If I have more than one of those, that would be it. I think I got like, yeah, carved panther tooth. I think we got like maybe 4 or 5. And then I got a bunch of Sea Glass Curio for Dellylah because she didn't have any. So, you know, I thought we'd come over here and see if we can get 1 or 2 for Elennora. She needs to have a couple AUGs. That'll help her out. It'll help the group out. As I noticed when I came here, I'm going to go pull this this Huntress. Oh. when I came here originally, Milldryd, I don't think she had any augs at all. No type 5s, no type 7s. And it was, you know, I mean, it was difficult for sure. It was probably like 30% Milldryd getting killed. And then, you know, Bob would be able to...
Fern flies flying. Bond have been cast.
He would be able to take care of things, you
Mind
know...
vortex resisted.
80% of the time, you know,
Elennora,
so
go for 2.
there's like a 20% chance that...
Swarm dot engaged.
We were going to wipe. But it seemed like every time we got a sea glass curio for Milldryd, she was just a little bit tougher, you know, like 2%. And eventually I got to a point where, you know, we weren't dying at all. And then you come back later when we decided to bring Elennora out, you know, she joined the group. Next thing you know, it's just like, wow, can't stay alive to save our life. And then I had somebody that I had met on an open Friday night raid. We had Green Jeans. Yeah, he's a little ranger. Had him come out, and man, I felt really bad because I think I killed him like 5 or 6 times. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous that we couldn't even live. You know, we have an extra ranger doing good damage, and it's like as soon as Milldryd would die, they were just like, what is going on? And then
cast
we would
that swarm.
all just get wiped out. Which I just don't understand it, because I
Bond
know
have
that
been cast fern flies.
I know that if Green Jeans and I just decided to do this duo, the 2 of
Elennora,
us,
go for 2.
we would totally be able to do it. It wouldn't even be a thing. But I don't know. I guess I was focusing too much on all the other characters to try and do their job, so to keep everybody alive, and I wasn't keeping anybody alive. It's kind of a bummer. You know, it's like, what is going on here? So, all right, we don't have any more of the mermaids up, so we're kind of ahead here.
I got a fever for more BP.
Yes, you do. All right, let's take a look here at Milldryd. See if we can scroll up here and get a look. It's just a huntress. She's getting hit for 37, 15,000, 29,000. So, you know, I mean, it's no walk in the park, that's for sure. Okay, why is Elennora telling the group that she's trying to mez mobs? I know why. Because I keep hitting 3 instead of 2. When it says Elennora, go for 2, I keep hitting 3. And 3 will cast Tash. It's going to do, and that's an AA. She'll do an AA to try to mez 8 creatures. Then she's going to do a Fog. That's an AA to, you know, wipe their brain. And then there's a Mass Mez that does 30 people. That's right here. Up to level 123, 30 mobs, and that's what she's doing. So I have to quit. You can see I've done it 3 times. So we need to quit doing that, and we need to just hit the 2, go for 2, and that's going to cast, because her normal assist is, you know, pet attack, and then cast Mind Vortex, and then her number 2, go for 2, is Mind Reap, Throttling Grip, and Constraining Helix, which is another slow, just in case Dellylah slow didn't take. So, what are we at here? Alright, we have a Huntress. Let's go get it. We're a little bit ahead. I think it's like I don't know, 7 or 9 minute respawn. And then every time we kill a named,
Fern flies flying.
That just
Swarm
puts
dot engaged. Bond have been cast.
Too close. There we go.
Elennora, go for 2.
Let's go for 2, not for 3. There we go. Cool, we got another Huntress up. So it should be the one way out back here. There she is. Alright, after this we're going to go around and we're going to pick that thing up. I wouldn't mind going killing Pike Breath, but it's like
Bond have been cast.
that's like a whole nother thing up there on the surface.
Swarm dot engaged.
We gotta clear a whole path for him.
Elennora, go for 2.
I used to have a spot right up there near where his main spawn point was, or is, but for some reason they started having pathers go through there, so I don't know. I don't know why it changed, but I had spent quite a bit of time there. You know, at least enough to know that
Cass Fern flies.
there shouldn't be a pather there, and then all of a sudden there's a pather, and then, you know, it always would come by when you would be trying to fight the named. Like, man, I mean, it was hard enough killing the named back then, you know, let alone the named and a stupid ad.
Fern flies flying. Bond have been cast. Swarm dot engaged. Elennora, go for 2.
There you go. So I don't know if it's any better to have Gina on for everyone, or if it's just annoying to hear that in the background.
Bond have been cast.
It's actually not in the
Elennora
background.
dot engaged. Go for 2.
It's kind of right in the foreground. There we go. Now we got everything, so right up top, let's go do that. Let's take Bob to do it. He's usually our collection kind of guy. But we have a lot of this stuff, that's for sure.
Cass Fern flies.
So like it only shows the one location for Morweena, which is the one right around the corner there, the one that's far out that we just pulled. But, you know, I mean, she spawns in every single one of these locations, all 6.
Cast that swarm.
So if you clear it, I mean, technically, if you could kill her fast enough, you clear the area, and then she spawns in the first location, you could get her 6 times in a row if RNGesus is on your side. So, I don't know. I don't think that we'd be able to do it if that happened. You know, this group needs their AA abilities. You know, especially like we have what 3 minutes on Harm Touch and at least 50 seconds on Thought Leech. So if we can use Harm Touch every time, that would be something. So it's like, I don't mind not having the name spawn all the time. If it would just spawn, you know, like as soon as everything comes off a cooldown, we'll get a new spawn. And then just keep going from there. That would be great. Oh, wrong one. I forgot what Delmere Undertow drops. I believe hers is also an AUG that's not lore. I'm not sure. Because this Sea Glass Curio, that's one of the AUGs that you buy after you do missions. With the mission coins, you can buy that. That's the Dex version of it. And what's great is, you know, she drops it. So you don't have to worry about fussing around with the missions or anything. You just keep, you know, killing her. And eventually she'll drop everything you need. I think that's really good. I believe it. This expansion is the only one that did that. Because there's a really good, you know, AUG from what? Terror of Luceland that you would get from doing the missions. But, you know, you gotta do the missions. There's no mob that you can kill to get it. So I thought that was really good that they did that here. And I'd like to see that, a little bit more of that.
Fern flies, swarm. Engaged. Mind vortex resisted. Bond have been cast. Elennora, go for 2.
It's annoying how it says Elennora. It's Elennora, but I can't put enough letters in there to make it say Elennora. So I just have to deal with Elennora. And now we're ahead of the game here, just a little too much. So we get a little bit of oh, there we go. Nice. We gotta stand up, Bob, because we'll try to attack with him. And he'll be sitting, so all he'll do is cast a spell. Yeah, we're just a little bit ahead. We're killing a little faster than what they're respawning. It's not so bad if you can just like crush through all 6, you know, and then you just get a little bit of downtime.
Bond have been cast.
There we go. Let's come back over here.
Cast that swarm.
Elennora, go for 2.
Elennora, go for 2.
There we go.
Swarm. Engaged.
So I got that countdown. It's I think it's 5 or 6 seconds. So for her
Cast Fern flies.
Continue casting her other spell, and then she gets to go for 2. All right, let's do a map here real quick. We'll outline. Whoa, that's not good. We don't want that. Is it auto map? Is that the one? Let's see. We want to delete. Remove this line. There we go. All right. So I think we would just want to do
cast that swarm.
Auto map, which then follows you. That way we'll just kind of mark our little spot here. I don't know why he goes so fast from there. Oh well, it's close enough. That's ridiculous. I don't like that. Let's stop auto map. I know, we're trying to just do stuff while we're waiting. Oh man, that's like a whole bunch of them. Alright, we will not save this map. It'll go away next time. That was ridiculous. Swimming stinks. Alright, I'm just trying to waste time here doing an auto map of down here on the ground where we're at under the sea. because all the other blue stuff is the ice sheets on the top, you know, the surface of the water. So there we go, Huntress. Now, this is where you can start to run into trouble. Your spawns are a little slow. You start getting restless, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, in between spawns we can run over and kill pike breath. But then you have to kill 10 things on the way, and you don't do it, and then you end up...
Fern flies flying.
You end up getting 4 or 5
Bond
at once.
engaged.
Ugh, that's too much.
Elennora, go for 2.
It's almost like I would rather not have that on. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. It's just too much. It makes my music really loud. It's just too much. Having Zolchek as my buoy, it really does help, but I don't get to the same place every single time. You know what I should do? I just thought about it. I should run Gina, but turn off the audio trigger, so I can see it come up. That's probably what I should do. Okay, we have ourselves another Morweena. She should be right here above us. There she is. So we like to get her on target, and then back over here by Zolchek and pull her down. Let's go Adamite Stance. We'll throw out our Enchanter Rune. I gotta figure out, I got a couple runes here. I'm not exactly sure what they do, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. I have to make buttons like I did here. Alright, enough of that. Let's get the old Polski going. Get Harm Touch going. That is a monster Harm Touch as well. There we go. We get our... And Milldryd's dead for some stupid reason. You know, I mean, she was doing all of her stuff. There was no reason for her to be dead. Alright, what do we got here? Let's get our breastplate going. Let's do Pack Hunt. And let's just, you know, we can go ham with all of our AAs. We'll do burns from Milldryd and from Elennora. See, it's just like there's no reason for it. Why she died. She did the exact same stuff that she did before. Let's go Auspice of the Hunter. There we go. We got Scarlet Cheetah Fang, which is like a twin cast buff. Auspice of the Hunter, attack and melee boost. Let's do... We got Group of the Guard. Yeah, we got Group Guardian of the Forest going. Oh, awesome. Well, Milldryd, she paid the ultimate price for a sea glass curio. I'll take it. I'll take a death for that. Nice. Let's see. Head needs one. There we go. And you have to have a paid account to get these because they're prestige. So that's the main reason why a couple other characters I have are not using sea glass curios, because they're free to play or they're silver, you know. What happened here? I mean, okay, something stupid happened because she wasn't even attacking. I mean, she just got hit like 1,000 times. Wow. Okay, she'd been slain and then she just went for it. I don't know why. I know 287,000 hits. 3. Yeah, she came in heavy. See, this is a Morweena that is, you know, 20-30% harder than the previous ones. So, but look at that. She got 1.7 harm touch, so that should have put most of that health right back into hit points. So, I don't know. That part of it just gets frustrating, where there's really no rhyme or reason on why, you know, why she's getting killed. So, who knows? Alright, well, we're going to leave the girls here. I'm going to take Bob real quick, and we're going to move to another section. So we're going to finish off this episode with a quick little tutorial on how to get out of here. Alright, so we're going to swing over here, and we're going to go to Saren's grotto. And if you haven't been through here, I'll show you how to get to Western Waste, which is where we're going to go. So we got 2 curios, 1 Milldryd death. So that's not so bad. And we didn't wipe, so that's, you know, that's also super cool. And every now and again, one of these walruses, or olax or whatever, they see through invis. Every now and again. You never know which one it's going to be. And the bad thing, okay, here, so as soon as you come in off of that, we want to head down here to the left, and we want to go down this little tunnel. So then just follow the tunnel until it dead ends, and then we'll face the east wall, and then just go up. And you're going to fall off a waterfall into a giant lake out here. There we go. Bloop. Alright, so we go past the first fish, and we'll go to the second fish, and there is a nice little tunnel. So just follow the tunnel. I know, I just feel like I'm going so fast. So we're going to follow this tunnel. Don't go over there. We want to stay to the left. And there we go. That is zoning into Western Waste. There we go. Check it out. Alright, so Bob is going to do that, and from the rest of the girls over here in Cobalt Cigar, we're going to wrap this episode up. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. And we're definitely going to come back here and do some more sea glass curio farming, but we're going to do that off camera. You know, just wanted to show it once. It was super geek that our first kill, our first and last kill. What do we have? 4 Morrowinds? Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's actually way far above average on how many you're going to get when you come here. You're not going to get that many. We just got super lucky. I killed 10, 11 Morrowind and never got one. you know, and then you'll get 2 in a row, you know, something stupid like that. So just, you never know, but it's great to headshot these girls and or these mermaids and get a cool log out of the bit. So anyway, that's Cobalt Scar, and that is the Morrowind Undertow's camp. So all right, we'll see you in our next episode. Just doing something else, killing some more stuff. All right, have a good one.